it sounds like you actually moved there for a little while. How long were you there? I mean, you were away from your family?
Yeah, so that's always a little difficult, moving away from your family, but I moved to Italy for about 8-9 months, and it was difficult being in a different country, although it is Italy, so it's beautiful, but being away from your family and your dog my dog was a little difficult, but I did, he actually is right over there.
Oh, wow.
So he'll always be there forever, immortalized, but I actually had my dog with me on the trip, but it was
nice.
Good, yeah.
Very cool, so that's an experience.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was your main focus in starting out, and what kind of experiences are you trying to give your customers?
Well, first I want to start by saying that I didn't mention this earlier, that in addition to the Pompeii tours, we do combo packages that will include our Pompeii tour with the virtual reality with various other experiences in the area. So we'll incorporate our tour with a pizza making class, for example, or a Sorrento cooking class, or a wine tasting, or an underground Naples tour, or a Vespa tour, Amalfi Coast tour, a Mount Vesuvius tour, a tour of Capri. So you can actually have a complete full day excursion with transportation provided. We pick you up at your hotel, and you have a private car and driver the whole day, and you have this package that basically, will take a whole day, anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. But the main experience we're really trying to do is just to give people the experience of how Pompeii was 2,000 years ago, like as close to being able to time travel as possible. You know what I mean? And I think you can really do that through virtual reality. And we also, the main thing is just giving our customers really good, just quality experiences. Providing awesome customer service, giving them the best tour guides that are really passionate about what they do, really knowledgeable. They love what they do. They'll answer all your questions, and then providing them with the best in the latest in the technology, so that they always have the best experience in that, from that perspective as well. And the usability and the user friendliness of the headsets, so that, again, like I was mentioning before, where you just have to put the headset on and it just kind of does everything for you. We don't want our customers having to worry about scrolling through menus, tapping on anything, and that's really the main thing. So we want it to be a no-brainer, really. It's kind of like, you think about it, right? How could you go to Pompeii and not do a tour that can show you how it looked 2,000 years ago? It's right. Just like, why would somebody not want to do that? And I think a lot of people have reservations with new things. When something is new, they want to. They're a little hesitant.
Yeah, I'm not tech savvy, so if I can figure this out, and I did, it's pretty simple.
Exactly, and like I was saying, a lot of our customers are 55 plus, and they may say, I think I'll just stick with like a regular tour of Pompeii. We don't want people to feel that way, because the experience is so simple and easy to use. And when you have the headset on, you only have it on for anywhere from like 2 to 4 minutes at a time. Right. And then you take it off, you put it back on, you take it off. Throughout the tour. The tours last anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. We just want the customers to have an enjoyable experience, and that we want them to understand that the headsets are very easy to use, and the guides are fantastic. So we don't want anybody to shy away from the experience of virtual reality because maybe they're not familiar with it. But in a recent article, actually, from the Consumer Technology Association in November of 2017, 2/3 of American adults are familiar with or have used virtual reality. So, compared to how that was back in 2015 when we started, it's a huge leap. So people are becoming more familiar with the technology.
If there was one thing you wanted your customers to understand about Flashback Journey to Pompeii, what would that be?
How easy the technology is to use, and how much it really changes the experience of visiting Pompeii. That's the one thing. I want people to understand that you just cannot visit Pompeii without an experience like this to really take you into the past and see how it was. Pompeii is an amazing experience all on its own with the ruins and everything, but to be able to see how it was 2,000 years ago, there's just nothing like it. We have had people who have told us, they were a little hesitant about it, or we wanted to book a private tour, but it was kind of pricey. But let me tell you, after we took the tour, it was hands down the best tour we ever did in Italy. Right. And if people go onto our TripAdvisor site, you can search us on TripAdvisor. You'll see our average rating is 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
And people will say how really it's like a do not miss experience. So in the end, what I really want people to understand is that you cannot visit Pompeii without taking a tour like this, really, honestly. And of course, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but if you have the opportunity to be able to see the ruins of Pompeii, it's a once in a lifetime experience, and to see how it looked 2,000 years ago, it's really just like a not to be missed experience. And we want people to understand that we make it as easy and enjoyable for them as possible with the technology.
Okay, very good.